Hey, what's up? Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about how to utilize your astrology chart to get to know yourself and your intuition a little bit better and how to connect. This is a high level overview. There are so many things in your astrology chart that can help you connect with your intuition. I'm just giving you a few quick highlights to kind of get you started, to kind of get you inspired and give you a jumping off point, a launch pad to really start connecting in and diving in with your intuition. So let's get started. So the first, we can look at your water signs. So for this example chart using the Placidus system, they have both an 11th and 12th house Scorpio. So 11th house is social connections, innovation, technology. The 12th house are dreams of the subconscious realm. So they might have a lot of intense emotionality and intuition in those areas of their life. Another place we have a water sign is Pisces, and for this person, Pisces is intercepted, which we'll ignore that, but intercepted in their third house. So your third house rules speaking, writing, learning. So this person can maybe have really have luck intuitively writing down their dreams, their visions, and just doing it free form. Maybe they, Pisces is the artist, so maybe they make art, maybe they make music, maybe they write poetry, something like that. And we all have all of these signs, but specifically for it being in the third house, maybe they can really easily connect with physically writing those things out. And then we have Cancer, the third water sign in the seventh and eighth house. So this could be, around themes like intimacy or things that could be really intuitive when it comes to relationships. So just looking at where the water signs are in your chart and what houses they rule over. If you use Placidus, it might be multiple houses. If you are unsure, I would stick with the whole house system because you have one sign per house. So it's really easy to kind of determine what area of your life. And then if you want to get more playful with it, then you can use other house systems. So that's the first thing. The next thing I would look at is your moon. Your moon sign represents your intuition. It represents your emotional safety. It can represent emotional boundaries. So looking at where your moon sign is, this test account that I just made up today happens to have a moon in Cancer. So very connected with their intuition. Cancer rules the moon. So the moon is at home in Cancer. So looking to where it's at, if your moon was in Leo, making sure you are recognized for your gifts, recognized for your talents, recognizing them within yourself first, displaying them, putting them out there, being really creative, being really fun. So if you have a moon and water sign, it kind of just doubles up that emotional intuitiveness, especially with a moon in Cancer. It's at home in Cancer. If you have maybe a moon in an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe the way that you connect with your intuition is varied. All the air signs, they like switching things up. They like socializing. So maybe you have more of an intuition when it comes to potentially social settings or just even for yourself, very intellectual, really thinking things through, using kind of the visioning part and even scripting part, because again, communication is very important to air signs. So like I said, with this third house originally ruled by Gemini, maybe writing things out. If you have your moon in an earth sign, maybe your intuition comes to you at a very stable and predictable way and rate. Maybe it's more felt in your body. Maybe it's a literal gut feeling that you have, as opposed to an air sign, again, might be very varied. Maybe sometimes they just know, sometimes they dream it, sometimes they feel the gut, things like that. And if you have a moon in a fire sign, making sure you are recognizing your gifts and your talents first, and that will help hone in on those gifts and talents. The more you get recognized as a fire sign, like the more you bring in success and in your own intuitive powers. Fire signs also can be really felt in the body. Maybe you do feel, again, a gut sensation, or maybe your left arm always tingles whenever you get an intuitive hit, whatever is true for you. So looking at where your moon is, what sign, what element the sign is, things like that will also really help kind of connect your intuition with your astrology chart. The next thing we can look at is Neptune. So Neptune, Pisces, and the 12th house. So we already talked about water signs with Pisces, but we'll talk about Neptune, the ruler of Pisces. So you can look to see where Neptune is at in your chart. And that might give you some clues as to how you can connect with your intuition and your spiritual team. Also, looking at any planets you have in any of the water signs, might also help. For instance, this person has Jupiter also in Pisces, so you can look at the themes of Jupiter and expansion and luck and how that plays into your interpretation of your intuition. You can also look at any aspects with Neptune. So if you move over here, you can see this chart with all these symbols down here. This is an aspect chart. So if we find Neptune, we can see right here with this star, it's sextiling Pluto. So here's Neptune, here's Pluto, and Neptune's at 21 degrees and Pluto is at 26. So there is at least 5-degree difference. Usually 5 is like the max where you think of it as like actually influencing the planets. So Pluto, a very slow moving generational planet, also with a more outer planet with Neptune. So you can look at how, that plays out. Let's see. Also with Neptune, we have a square with the ascendant. So the Neptune squares the ascendant. In this chart, for example, there's a 10-degree difference. The ascendant is at 11 and Neptune's at 21. So this will maybe be a more further out influence, but that's something that you can also look at to see, look in this chart and look even with the moon. We can see the moon opposes Venus. Like, how does that affect your intuition? It's squaring Jupiter. No, it's trining Jupiter, sextiling Uranus, like all these different things, like looking into there and seeing how those potentially affect your intuition. Like I said, with Pisces and Neptune, we can also look at the 12th house. The 12th house rules your subconscious. It rules your dreams. It rules your bigger vision. It rules outer space. These water signs. So it also has to do with your intuition. So really looking at the ruler of your 12th house, any planets you have in the 12th house, how those could potentially affect the way you connect with your intuition. And then the last thing that I will talk about is looking at your Mercury sign. Your Mercury sign is the way you communicate, the way you think, your thoughts, your beliefs, how you learn, your curiosity. So looking at your Mercury, where is that at? That kind of lends into how your thought process goes and maybe how if you are really stuck in your thoughts, for instance, we have Mercury in Aquarius. This is someone who definitely intellectualizes everything. So that can even get in the way of connecting with your intuition. So how can you maybe help turn some of that off so you can maybe lean into more watery aspects of your chart, or even looking at aspects with Mercury. Again, over in this chart, if we look at Mercury, it's conjuncting Saturn, it's squaring Uranus, it's sextiling things. So looking into Mercury, and especially if it has any aspects with Neptune, looking into how those two play with together. How you think, how you speak, how you communicate, how you learn, how curious you are, how that's connecting with your dreams, outer space, your intuition. So those are just a few ways that you can use your astrology chart to connect with your intuition. Of course, this is just like a quick primer, a high level. There's so many different ways that you can utilize your chart. But if you have any questions or want to nerd out about this, feel free to email me. You can find that information in the description below. Feel free to leave in the comments, what aspects do you have? How do you connect with your intuition? What are your big 3? Where's your Neptune? Anything that you'd like. I look so forward to commenting and learning from you as well. And like this video. If you like this video, subscribe. It helps the channel grow and reach more people. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.